Little hydraulic line. There's something.
You are now watching the 2025 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. Previously, we got rained out of spraying. Today is actually a gorgeous, warm, hot day. Maybe some chance of rain overnight. There's showers going north of us. Hopefully they stay north of us. We are gonna get in the sprayer and get some ground covered. So we loaded it with water. Well, not loaded it. What do I got in it? 200? 125. So I got enough water in it. It hasn't leaked out at all, which is really nice. We're gonna load it and spray our no-till ground across the top of the hill. Should go look at it and see if any of the corn is actually growing in it before I spray it. Okay, we still gotta get the 46 off the planter, get it folded up. I think the cows came in now. But Harley fenced them out, a new section out back here. Lush grass. Yeah, very excited. She's doing a great job. But we'll go up and check out if anything's growing. Don't really want to spray it if I'm kind of late and nothing's gonna grow and it's gonna look horrible. But as we see, this is the first corn we planted. We gotta get in, get across it spraying, but yeah, it is kicking along. Should be way further, but for the season we're having, hopefully we get enough heat and everything works out, hopefully. So honestly, corn, no corn, little corn. Here's a bare spot. And we don't have anything growing up through it. Our no-till corn did not do what it's supposed to. But everybody said it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. This is a bare spot, and obviously there's one right there. But then our next ones are not. There's one there. So we might leave this alone. There's our trench, nothing. Yeah. See, there's a good one. But then there's nothing else in between it. That's my concern. You know what I'm gonna do? So we sprayed here, we sprayed our beans. I'm gonna spray this. If nothing grows, we got seeds still in our bean boxes. We'll just slap some beans in. So the hay market is extremely challenging. Those bales I've sent, I got $45 a bale. By the time you pencil out mowing, doing everything else like that, and that is the market. A bunch of people said, you gotta ship it south, you gotta hold on to it, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I don't want to be in the hay business. So that is why we're at where we're at. But you can see right here, the trench didn't really close up, and I think that's my biggest problem. So if none of this grows, once it's burnt off, yes, we're late on the burn off, I'll come in and plant beans into it. We'll get something out of it for beans. And yeah. I guess we're gonna have to see how much is actually there for corn, because I just thought about it. Corn going through the beans. Yeah, first year, amateur hour. No matter where you go, Tacova Boots will bring a crowd.
Today's video is partnered with
Tacovas. In every pair of Tacova boots, you can expect premium quality and timeless Western wear. These Tacova cowboy boots have comfort and style from day one. No matter where I go, people compliment me on them. They got all sorts of different styles and looks, and right out of the box comfort, which is key when you are on your feet all day long, from rotary mowing to running sprayer to working some cows.
Whoa, those are some nice boots you got there.
You like those? These are Tacovas. Extremely comfortable and practical for every day. Cherry agrees. Maybe we should get you a pair, Harley. Michael, do you know that Tacovas offer complimentary branding and leather stamping if you want to personalize your boots or fine leather goods? Do you guys know that? Yeah, now you know. So if you use code Duffy10, you get 10% off your first order of your favorite new boots. Appreciate Tacova being the partner of today's video and keeping our feet comfortable and styling throughout the days. So let's dive back to the content. We're gonna go load the sprayer completely full. Yeah, so we still need airbags, but we're just running it. It's not the best thing, but for how many acres and how much road running we're gonna have, they're just gonna sit like that. So I got how this place works, and I think I've explained it before. There's a well in the barn. It's a shallow well. The pond actually can feed the drinking water for the cows. We don't have that hooked up because we're not milking cows. We don't need that much water. And it wasn't hooked up when I got here, so no point in hooking it up. And then we have a well out towards the swamp that can feed into the barn. So we got that working last week, and previously you'd run the barn out of water real quick if you tried to do this. So as of right now, we have 90 psi of water, and it's been running. And when I started, I walked away, we were down, what, 125. So I put almost 75 gallons of water in like 4 minutes in. Not too bad, it's moving. But we'll let it fill up, and then we'll add our chemical, and we'll probably spray corn out back. We'll get some things done. That way we can go up to the bean ground this afternoon. The grass has a little bit of moisture on it, so I'm waiting just a little bit so we can get perfect. But you know how our weather is. We got just about 400 gallons of water on us. I pulled the Kenworth out. We are gonna load with product Roundup for ourselves in here, and then we're gonna get it set up with the totes, and we will fill them with water because our well is keeping up very well. Yeah, well is doing well. Well, let me get loaded and we'll get this agitating. Should be agitating right now. Yep. Okay, we got the Kenworth back there. It is floating with water. We put all the totes except for this one's got some starter still in it, and that one's got diesel in it. The stuff that we took out of the Kenworth that we were burning through the waste heater. The AC was kicking on and off, and I think I had it blowing too fast. It's ice cold in here. Power on towards the corn. So we should be able to go right down the middle of these 8 rows, and that's where we should be. stop. Hydraulic line. There's something blue. Dang it. What in the we got no jive. Got no jive. That's cool. Okay. What is all over there? Oh. Big blown hydraulic line. I knew we were going to change the lines, but I was hoping I'd get further than this. This one won't open not big enough. That one I don't think fits in between, does it? Well, that explains our leak right there, and there's another spot that's getting a little worn. It did blow right through the sheath protector around it, which is okay. We had protection on it. There's a hole right through the side of it there. So we'll go get a new line made and then put some hydraulic oil in it and get back to spraying. I was boogieing right along and then we weren't boogieing.
How's your day going?
Well, got a new hydraulic hose. They're awfully proud of that. It was $308 of four wire, so it's good for 5100 psi. Four wire, 308, and then it was like 90 something dollars for the end fittings, 40 something. Then we got two things of a W46. I've asked a few people about it. Somebody wrote SAE 30 online. The book really doesn't have a number. It has some specs in between, high guard and stuff like that. But then somebody wrote a 80W140. So I don't know. Maybe we got some issues there, but clearly we blew a line. We're gonna find out. Should have picked a different career. Junk. Buying junk. Line is in. We're gonna put some oil back in and see exactly if it moves. I'm kind of concerned it's not gonna move for some reason. Pop that, pull that lid up to you.
The little gray.
Yeah, you grab two corners and pull straight up. Yep. And then pull that other one out. We got function again. Alright, now we'll fill up the reservoir. I was really worried I had a drive motor out. I might have a drive motor out, but. got it figured out now. You can't spray in high range. I couldn't get it to go into low, and all of a sudden it went into low, and we're running good. I was worried I had a drive. I know the drive motors aren't amazing on this, but it makes a lot of sense. So we're spraying down out back here. I got a couple more passes, and then we'll be empty, which will be right on our number. Always love this view. You can see where it was wet. Our corn's starving a little bit for nitrogen, so we got to figure out what our program's going to be there, but I feel a whole lot better now. I felt pretty defeated a few minutes ago. But we're able to pull the hills and do all the things we need to do now. Okay, now that we got it figured out a lot more, it runs. So low gear is what you got to put it in. Not high gear. That probably didn't blow the hose, but it wasn't helping us with heating up or struggling. So was able to get it into low. Before I was fighting it, didn't want to break nothing. Now it actually functions. It might have needed some movement. So I sprayed roughly 100 and something, let's see, no, 225 gallons. A little light, honestly. We haven't figured out the rate controller completely, but I think we got to close up our valve to get more pressure for what we need to go. So we've been agitating through that to return. And we got to close it up a little bit more, get our rails back up to higher PSI. But let me get loaded. Rain is going south of us. That is at least what it looks like. Ooh. Tank's full. So as we've been spraying, Harley's been down here bouncing around doing stuff. We'll see it on the Harley cam. And she's been watching this and switching around. So we got quite a bit of water on the trailer, and I want to get it all full. I was planning on getting over and spraying the beans today. That'll not be the case. I'm probably going to spray another load of once this storm completely passes. Spray another load here at the home farm, get the Kenworth moved over. Oh, she did a good job with this. And that way, tomorrow is supposed to be an absolutely gorgeous day. And yeah, I'm gonna struggle with the hose here. There we go. And that way I can get the Kenworth over there, and tomorrow I can just hammer out the beans. And then we'll be done at that farm. I can come back here. A bunch of it, like the later stuff we planted, doesn't need to get sprayed yet. At some point it does. Who's here now? The male. We got 2 totes left to fill. This one's just starting. So running the second well has been absolutely awesome. As long as I remember that the hose, if you kink a garden hose, it doesn't fill anything. So this one was filling for like 40 minutes and nothing was working. But Harley's wrapping up. She's getting the edge real tight now that she knows what she's doing. And she's got 1 pass or 2 passes up to the middle. She'll be done. First time running that, and she's a rock star. So I think we are running for some supplies tonight. She needs some stuff for showing, and yeah. But our rundown. So it didn't rain, which is really good. It rained north of us. It rained south of us. Sprayer's half loaded. I'll finish up some corn here in the morning, and then this truck and our spray trailer. Someday we're gonna actually get our tank again and put it on the white trailer, because that worked out awesome. Like a 2,000 gallon water tank. Put one of these, you can agitate through everything. Somebody said I need like a done up trailer or a mix mate. Yeah, we're not at that point. We got our, what are we at now? We're less than $5,000 into that, including everything to get it functioning to the point where we're at. Look at her go. Getting that thistle and everything. Your mom's a rock star. So if I could just get a big tank again and put it on a shorter trailer. Problem with this trailer is getting it in and around places. We were gonna pull the tender off and put these on it, and then I said I'll run with it. So these been filling as I've been spraying. She's been doing stuff. It absolutely amazes me how worked up people get over my junk sprayer and my farming techniques and things like that.
So we did mess around with the Raven controller some. We do not know our PSI on that. We know PSI on the actual booms. Keep in mind, I grew up my whole life pretty much running a sprayer that was very inadequate on knowing what was going on. Yeah, nothing ever worked. Agitation didn't work, stuff like that. So we did move along quite a bit. The last few years, we've jumped around using different sprayers. Yeah, last year's sprayer leaked as far as the pump, and we just sent it. We didn't really have any idea of what was going on a lot of things, and you calculate out based on gallons and where you're at and go from there. So we moved forward with this sprayer. Yes, we blew a hydraulic line. Honestly, sprayed quite a bit. At this point right now, I'm caught up on spraying, and the sprayer ran really well. We got some hiccups with stuff, but what do you expect when you have a $5,000 self-propelled sprayer? But dollar for dollar, we're ahead, and it cracks me up when everybody's, you don't know what you're doing. I don't, and I tell you that in videos, but at the end of the day, people still get worked up. But yeah, clearly, Harley was out rotary mowing. We're going to see that in a future video, and we'll go from there. But appreciate you guys, and we'll keep plugging along. Have a good one.